most people never saw a question like this in school, but you'll be surprised to know it's actually not too out of reach if you remember your basic school maths techniques in solving simultaneous equations. Now, of course, it looks very complex, but when you look at these two equations, you'll notice a nice symmetry between the two of them. They're quite similar, and that often is a hint that if we add those two equations together, or maybe subtract the one equation from the other one, that it's going to give us some much simpler equations. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll add the two equations together. We get x squared plus x squared is 2x squared. Y squared plus negative y squared is 0. X plus x is 2x. Minus 2xy plus positive 2xy is 0. Y plus negative y, also 0. So we're just left with 2x squared is equal to 2x. So we can go ahead and solve that equation to get x equals 0 or x equals 1. Brilliant, that's the first part done. So we found two possible values for x. Now we can substitute this back and find our values for y. So let's substitute back into the first equation. So if x is 0, we get y squared is equal to, this becomes 0, this becomes 0, so it's just y squared is equal to y. And again, what's interesting here is we get two possible solutions. So when x equals 0, y could equal 0 or y could equal 1. We can substitute in x equals 1 and do the same thing. So we get 1 plus y squared is equal to 1 minus 2y plus y. So cancel the ones. Minus 2y plus y is just negative y. Add that to the other side, so we get y squared plus y equals 0. So we've got y times y plus 1. So y equals 0 or y equals negative 1. Now we need to be a little bit careful with this last step because we need to pair up the solutions correctly. So x equals 0 can go with y equals 0 or y equals 1. So these are our solution pairs. So if we're writing it as x, y, then we've got 0, 0 is a possible solution that works. 0, 1, 1, 0, and 1, negative 1. And what you can, of course, do, and what's good to do, good practice with these types of questions, substitute each of these solution pairs back into the original equations to make sure they work. That makes sure that we haven't made a mistake along the way.